Hi everyone, I'm Natalie from the edtechwizard.com and welcome back to my channel. Here on my channel you will find videos all about using technology to teach with and becoming the best online teacher you can be. So in today's video, I'm going to take you through the student view of the game Blooket. It's very important to know what the students are seeing on their end whenever you play a virtual game with them. That way you can help them troubleshoot, whether it's helping them log on to the game or if they're playing one of the mini games in Blooket and they're not sure what to do, you can help them because you know what the student side looks like. So what we need to do is jump into our Blooket account and go from there. Once we're in our Blooket account, now we are going to host a game so we can see the different versions. So we're going to click on host. So there are several games to choose from. We're going to pick 2 different games because there are 2 different things that I need to show you. So once you get to this hosting page on your page, you have some options. Real briefly, we're going to click host now, but you can change the time, how long you want to play the game, or you can set it to a certain point amount, or in this case, money amount. And once that is reached, then the game will stop. Allow late joining. That means students are able to join late after the game has started. And I don't touch any of the rest. So we're going to click host now. So for this teacher view, this is your main page. This is where students are going to be logging on, where you'll see them logged on. So you need to copy this join link right here. Just click on it and you can see it copied. And then this link that I just copied, paste in the Zoom chat box. And that is where you tell students, hey, I just put the link for this game. Click on the link and it's going to take you straight to the game. That's it. They just have to click on the link. So what that's going to look like is in the chat box, they're going to click on the link and I'll paste it here. This is the screen they are brought to. They are going to enter their name, enter their nickname, and then they get to choose their little character, and now they're waiting for the teacher to start the game. They can't move forward. Now back to your screen, you are waiting for everyone to join your game. A tip, sometimes when I have copied this link and pasted in the chat box, it forgets this code. And I have had students ask, well, what's the code? Because on their screen, when they typed in their name, beforehand they'll have to type in the game code. So if students ever ask you, I need the game code, then this is the number you tell them. Always up here. That's the game code, and then it will bring them to their name, and you can go from there. So once everyone is in and I can see students' names there, I'm good to hit start. Something right here, I can remove a student from this screen as well. Maybe they got in twice or whatnot, or inappropriate name. I've never had that happen, but if it does, you can click their name and it will remove it, and then they'll have to just join again. So back, oh, see, now it's asking me for the game ID. So we'll make this a little faster. Okay. I am in. So as a teacher, you're going to click start. And this is what you will see. The layout for each game is pretty much the same. On the left-hand side, you see there are the students' names and their rank and how many points or money they have, or how much money they have. Always is going to be on the right side, any game you play. And then on the right side, did I say that backwards? On the left side. On the right side, you're going to see information about what your students are doing. Did they steal candy from someone? Did they get an upgrade? Oh, I'll get to that in just a second. Did they get an upgrade? Did they take candy from someone and whatnot? That is what you're going to see on the right side. And this layout's pretty much the same for every game. So on the student side, when they come to this game and several other games, some games that it does not ask for this, and I'll get to that in a second. In some games it does. So if you like a quick tutorial, if a game has this on it, would you like a tutorial? It's going to ask them every time, whether or not they've played it before or not, you're playing the game for the second time. It's going to ask you, would you like a tutorial? So students, if this is their first time playing this type of game, I always advise them click yes, because it's going to walk them through how to play. So click yes. If they already know how to play, then go ahead, click no. So it's going to give them a quick tutorial of what they need to do to play. So luckily, we're going to restock food, and this is where you're going to be answering questions for this game. Click to feed our customer. Perfect. Next. And then they can upgrade the shop. And this game it's fun. I want some cereal. Back. And that is quick tutorial. And now they are ready to play. We're ready to answer all the questions. Restock food. So you can see the student view, they have access to everything they need. They have the questions and they have the answers right on their screen, and they're able to play the game, which is awesome because students don't need a second device to play this game. They can use whatever they're using. Their computer, if they're doing it on iPad, they just have to click the link in the chat box and they can play this game. And for this game, I have not shared my Zoom screen with my students at this point. I don't ever share my Zoom screen with my students except when I need to in just a second. So for here you can see that what student, how much money they have, where their rank is, and what they are doing in the game. This is awesome because when students get to this point and I can see what they're doing, I can say, oh, T, you did such a great job. You just upgraded to cereal. Way to go. You must be answering a ton of questions correctly. So I can encourage my students and give them praise based on what they're doing because I can see what they're doing in the game. Okay, we're going to go back to another game. We're going to click host. Okay, so we chose cafe, but some games you do have to share your screen because that's where the directions are. Not all of them have the tutorial option like this cafe did. So for Fishing Frenzy, for example, we're going to click host game. It shows me down here in these options, show instructions. That means the instructions are going to be on my computer. So I will share my screen, my Zoom screen with my students so they know the instructions. Let's click host now. I can copy link. Let's just join. Okay, I'm always T for teacher. Okay. So I can see that I'm in. I'm going to click start. Now, I know the directions are on my screen. So at this point in the game, right now, I am starting to share my screen before I click start. Because as soon as I click start, the directions are on my screen. I want students to be able to read them, and I am reading them aloud. On the student screen, it tells them that the directions are on my screen. And then when the directions are done playing, then I stop sharing my screen. I don't share my screen because I don't want my screen sharing to be a distraction to students. I want them to focus on their game, on just the questions and just answering the questions and then playing that little mini game. That's all I want them to focus on. And I don't want to confuse them with what I'm sharing my screen on because they don't need it. So I don't share my screen. So directions are done. I stop sharing my screen. And you can see again, the layout's the same. All of the students are going to be on the left side and the right side for this game. They're fishing. So for this game, it's cute. They fish, they caught something, and they answer the question. It's 2 o'clock. And then on the teacher, they got something on the teacher side. I probably missed it, but on the left side, it jumps up out of the water. It just floats by whatever the students are catching. So I can see what they're catching. And that is the teacher versus student view in Blooket. Very simple that they kept it the same layout for what the teacher sees the whole time. And I love how the student gets to see the question and answer on their side. Thanks for watching this video. If you would like more tech tips and tutorials just like this one, be sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell so you're notified for next future videos to help all my fellow online teachers. Watch out for next week's video where I compare Kahoot and Blooket. Is one better than the other? Let's find out. I'll see you guys next week. Bye, guys.